I am back. Now the last video I did was about the Dark Knight Limited Edition Blu-ray Combo Pack, the Limited Edition back cowl. Now the reason why I haven't did a video in about a month was because my computer broke and I had to get that fixed, and I took a good couple of weeks to get that fixed. It's one thing, not to do a video and you don't have the motivation to do it, and it's another thing where you want to do the video but you just can't. But now I'm back and I'm ready to get back to business of reviewing movies, Blu-rays, everything. So in the latter month of January, expect a lot of things coming from me. Since A Good Day to Die Hard is coming out in February, maybe towards the end of January, I started reviewing all four Die Hard movies that came before this one. So that means Die Hard 1, 2, 3, and 4. So look out for that. And I bought tons of Blu-rays for the past 3 or 4 months, so look out for that too. It'll probably be after this video. So without further ado, the reason why I make this video is to have, since it's not too late, I'll make my top favorite movies of 2012. Now I was going to do a top 10 movie, but I don't want this video to go too long, so I'm going to do a top 5 movie. My top 5 movie, starting at number 5, is The Dark Knight Rises. You guys all know how I feel about The Dark Knight Rises. I like The Dark Knight better, but The Dark Knight Rises is just a great conclusion to an epic trilogy that Christopher Nolan has done. Christopher Nolan, for me, can never do anything wrong. For me, he is a genius. I absolutely love the movie. Even though it has its plot holes, I don't care. I still enjoy it and love it as an overall film and a conclusion to a great epic trilogy. Now coming in at number 4 is we got Skyfall, which I think is one of the best Bond movies we have out there. Now Casino Royale was good. Quantum of Solace, I don't even know what that movie actually was. It was just a complete and utter trash. Now Skyfall played tribute to all the classic Bond movies, the Sean Connery ones, the Pierce Brosnan ones, and I loved how it paid tribute to that. I mean, Javier Bardem was the best Bond villain that I've seen since the Pierce Brosnan ones and the Daniel Craig ones. He stole every scene he was in, and the way they introduced the character, the way that in that scene just made the movie even much better. To be one of the great all-time entrances as a bad guy coming into a scene. I just absolutely love Skyfall. Coming in at number 3. Number 3 is Django Unchained, and that's one of the movies that I didn't get a chance to review because my computer was broke again. But Django Unchained is one of my favorite Quentin Tarantino movies. I saw Pulp Fiction, I saw Reservoir Dogs. They were good, but Django Unchained was really good. I'll give you a little mini review. Leonardo DiCaprio, Christoph Waltz, and Jamie Foxx were so excellent in this movie. Now, Jamie Foxx and his performance was good, and he got better as the story progressed towards the end, because you see how his character changes towards the end of the movie. But Christoph Waltz, throughout the whole entire movie, had a charismatic feel to him. He's just an excellent actor in Quentin Tarantino movies. I feel that he should at least be nominated, if not win, supporting role or maybe even best actor at the Oscars this year, or even at the Golden Globes. I'm looking forward to that as well. And Leonardo DiCaprio, I think this is one of his best performances I've seen from him in a while. I really liked his performance in it. Even though I think Christoph Waltz and Jamie Foxx were a little slightly better than him, I still enjoyed his performance throughout the whole entire movie. And Django Unchained, it can be a little touchy for those who are sensitive to the race issue, but you gotta look at it as a film. And as a complete film by Quentin Tarantino, this is one of his best movies yet. And it definitely has to go along with the best movies of the year, and it has to be nominated for at least supporting role, best actor, best screenplay, best story, best everything. And gotta go down with, it has to win at least one of those categories. Absolutely love Django Unchained. Now coming in at number 2. This is a movie that lived up to all my hype, every fanboy's hype, and it's like I was just waiting for it ever since they announced it was coming out. And that movie is The Avengers. I love The Avengers so much. I mean, I was so hyped for it. I watched the trailer at least every day until the movie actually came out. I'm talking about the one that came out in October of last year, and the other one they played at the Super Bowl. I love every minute of The Avengers. The Avengers was a fanboy's dream. to go in there to live up to all the hype, because you planned it, the Avengers was planned in 2008. To come out with that, to make the movie good and it meet expectations, if not higher, made this movie so excellent. But I mean, this is why, I said in my review before, this is why you actually go to movies, for the popcorn flicks. Like, this is an excellent comic book movie. It just lived up to every hype that I could ever imagine. I mean, I was just so pumped and hyped for it, and I'm just so glad it delivered. I mean, Joss Whedon did an excellent job in actually combining all those characters together. You got the Hulk, Captain America, Thor, Black Widow, Iron Man, Nick Fury. Everybody that was in it, they all had a key part to play. And the fact that the way he directed it so good was that each character did not take away from the other person or the other characters. I mean, everybody had their moment in the sun. Joss Whedon, I just absolutely love what he did as a fanboy. It's good that he actually, he had history in writing comic books. And the Avengers, I can say so much about it. It's just one of my favorite comic book movies out there, behind the Dark Knight. I just absolutely loved it. That's why the Avengers comes in at number 2. Now, you guys may wonder, so if the Avengers is number 2 and I loved it, what's my number 1? My number 1 movie of 2012 is The Perks of Being a Wallflower. Yes. The Perks of Being a Wallflower. This is one of the movies that I love, and this is also one of the movies that actually made me go buy the book and read it. And the book is just as amazing and as good as the movie. Ezra Miller, Emma Watson, Logan Lerman did an all fantastic job. I felt for those characters in that movie. I felt for Logan Lerman's character, Emma Watson's character, and Ezra Miller. And Logan Lerman's performance in this movie was so good. Now, he probably won't get nominated for an Oscar or Golden Globe, but he did an excellent job in his portrayal. I think this is one of his best works that I've ever seen him in, and he did a phenomenal job. Along with Ezra Miller, he just stole the show every time he was in the movie. And it's good that the director, Steven Chbosky, I'm probably butchering his name, I know, but he also wrote the book and directed the book. And it's always good, in my opinion, that the writer who wrote the book has a hand in directing the movie, so because he knows what he wants and he knows what he wants to get from his actors. And he did a phenomenal job in directing this movie and giving the heartfelt emotion out all 3 characters, because you actually felt it. I just absolutely love The Perks of Being a Wallflower. I loved it so much that I actually went out and bought the 27 by 40 poster of it. That's how much I love the movie. And now, a lot of people may not know about The Perks of Being a Wallflower because it was like a limited release. And it didn't do well at the box office. I think it made like 15 million in total at the box office. But those are the movies that don't hardly get noticed, but those are the ones that are really great. But I can't wait for it to come on Blu-ray so more people can actually watch this film. It's absolutely one of the best movies of 2012, and that's why it is my number 1 movie of 2012. Hands down. Loved it. So, those are my top 5. Now, key mention is, those are my top 5 movies of 2012. You may have something different. You may have something different than me. That's alright, because we all have different opinions and views on movies. You may like another movie. You may like The Dark Knight Rises over The Avengers. I may like The Avengers over Dark Knight Rises. You may like other movies. Zero Dark 30, Django Unchained, any movies. Piranha 3D, maybe. I mean, this is my top 5, so you may have a different top 5. It's okay. We all have different opinions on different movies. That's why we all go to movies. Not everybody has a one-track mind. So that's why I like getting different opinions on movies. So that's my top 5 of 2012. Hope you guys enjoyed it. So since I've been on a month vacation inadvertently, I bought a lot of Blu-rays. So stay tuned for that, for a big, gigantic Blu-ray update. I haven't did a Blu-ray update since like, I think, September or even August. So I bought tons of Blu-rays out there. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned, like I said before, if I have said before, I can't remember. Since A Good Day to Die Hard is coming out in February. Little later this month, I'm going to make up for missing my Flashback Wednesdays reviews. So I'll make up for that by doing all 4 Die Hard movies beginning from Die Hard 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And in anticipation of A Good Day to Die Hard coming out in February. So guys, if you like this video, rate, comment, and subscribe. And as always, until next time, Movie Nation.